I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Welcome to another episode of Mary Shamus. Alright guys, the secret emoji is on the screen right now, and today we are going to be diving into the Naughty Nude palette by Huda Beauty. This is the look that was created with the palette. If you do stay tuned to the end, you'll be able to see a tutorial using the palette. But right now, we are going to be talking specifically about shades, the packaging, delivery time, all of those details. And let's go ahead and get into the whole review of the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude Holiday Palette. Hey guys, I am aware that I'm in a different shirt. My makeup may look a little crazy. I had to go and meet my mom for lunch to get my Christmas present from my grandmother, obviously due to Miss Rona. We're not gonna get together with my grandmother this year, just for her safety. So my mom went and picked up our Christmas presents from her. And I went and met my mom and my sister for dinner to pick those up. And yeah, so if my makeup looks a little raggedy, and I'm in a different shirt, we're gonna ignore that, okay? The eyeshadow, she held up wonderfully. Now, let's go ahead and let's get into all of the details with the Naughty Nude palette. This, of course, is a high-end palette, so we're gonna go ahead and go first over pricing. So the price of the palette is on the screen right now. Of course, again, this is a high-end palette. But you guys, after playing with the palette and then now wearing the palette, wearing the shadows for about 5 hours, I feel confident in saying that these shadows are the best quality that I have seen in 2020. You just know, you know. I will also say, with the hybrid marble shadows, I have played with several different ones from different palettes. These have the most pigmented ones, in my personal opinion, that I've played with this far. They're absolutely amazing. Also, the one that I'm probably gonna get the most questions about is the Sheer Pearly Gloss Hybrid. I don't know enough about that. We didn't play with it today, but of course, we'll play with this palette more. Let's go ahead and talk about the unicarton. The unicarton is just like plastic. And so when it's in the actual palette, it looks like this. I think that that's great. There's no sense, I mean, this gets thrown away anyways. And I think that I don't ever, I mean, unless you collect these, which I'm thinking if you collect the unicarton, you might not play with the palette. So that might not even be an issue for you either. But if you, for some reason, collect unicartons, this is the unicarton. Also, I will have all of the links and everything down below. Also, it does say that you discard 24 months after opening, so you get a lot of playtime. So now let's talk about the palette. This is not a sticker. I want to say that. You all remember with the $70+ almost $80 eyeshadow palette with Pat McGrath, it was literally a sticker. So I love that this isn't a sticker. This is all really nice. You have that beautiful like chocolatey maroony shade. You have the nude like shimmery naughty on it. The back of the palette, of course, describes the shadows. So let's go ahead and let me tell you what type of shadows that you're gonna have in here. Number one, this is an 18 shadow palette. It has 5 different textures, 8 velvety soft, powerfully pigmented mattes, which I completely agree. They are some of the best I've seen. I would say the best of 2020 for sure. 5 high shine buttery metallics, 3 multi-reflective shimmer cream marbles, 1 matte cream marble, and 1 sheer pearly gloss hybrid. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches. Here is mine. Of course, like you guys know, I've already done one look, but I will also put a picture on the screen of a palette, a picture of the palette as well. And we of course are gonna start on the top row. In the first row, we have one matte hybrid marble. We have 2 of the matte shades. We have 2 of the metallics, and then we have 1 of the marbled shimmers. Starting on the left side of the palette and going towards the right, okay? Starting out with the shade Filthy, which I have a feeling is going to look very close to like my normal skin tone on camera, because it's like a pale pink. So it's going to like look very much like my skin tone. It's going to be really hard for me to swatch on my skin tone. I would love to see this on a deeper skin tone, because for me, this is just like on my skin tone, that's just super, super light. And it's literally my skin tone, because
you all know that I'm literally pink. Like, my skin tone is pink. Like,
you guys make fun of it all the time. Well, some of you guys make fun of my skin tone all the time. I'm just pink. I don't know what to say. Second is Passion, which is one of the shimmer hybrids. And oh my goodness, look at that. There's Passion. It's a really pretty, like, purpley shade. I really like it. Next up, we have Shameless, which is going to be one of her metallics, which, honest to goodness, Huda is like one of the best in the biz. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely, like, looks literally wet. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you guys to see Flower Power, which is what I have on my lid. Next up, we have another shimmer metallic, and it is in the shade Please Me. Look at that. Woo-wee, mama. See, they look wet, like just so beautiful. Just imagine what that's gonna look like on the lid. Next, we have another matte called Hypnotic. Just a beautiful, like, crease shade, really buttery. They feel super, super soft. And then now we have the one matte marble called Hard. This is a very, like, naughty palette. And there is Hard. That is a really beautiful shade. So pretty. Moving on to the second row, we have 4 mattes, one of the shimmer marbles, and one of the metallic shimmers. Starting out with Untamed. On the first row, I hadn't used either one of those mattes. On the second row, I have used the last 2 that we'll swatch. But this one, I have not used Untamed. Untamed. Irresistible, which is one of the shimmer metallics. These feel like literal, like gel almost. Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at her. Oh my gosh, guys, this palette is so gorgeous. And now Flower Power, which, like I said, I have on my lid, and you do not have to, like, barely tap. Y'all, I literally dipped my finger in and went, and that's it, and like lifted it off. She is just absolutely beautiful. Again, on my eyelid. Rough. And this looks like a really pretty, like, creamy brown shade. There's Rough. Spicy, which is in the outer corner of my eye. There's Spicy. Arouse, which is what I put in my crease, like as a transition. There's Arouse. Moving on to the third and final row, we're going to go ahead and swatch Slippery. Oh my gosh, you guys, that feels so bizarre. Look at that. This one is tough to swatch, I do believe. Do you see Slippery? That's what Slippery looks like on my finger. It's like a really pretty, like, coppery pink shade, but I don't know about the swatch, you guys. This is one that we're just gonna have to play with. Like, you can't, like, really see anything, but when I swatch it on my finger, I definitely, like, see something. So I don't know, we're gonna have to play with her and see, like, what she's all about, because right now I don't know. Like a flat, this is just a Morphe like flat brush and see what that does. Okay, I can definitely see it with the brush. The brush is better. So it's like a really pretty, like rose gold. Wow, that's really pretty. It's like a rose gold shimmer. I think that that would be really pretty if you put it like on top of a shadow to make it look like a wet tantric, which tantric is another shimmer metallic, and this one looks Pigment City, honey. So let's just be really careful. Golly. Woo wee, look at her. She is shining, 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 shining. Yeah. Naughty, which was also used in this look today to just deepen up the crease. Naughty. There is Naughty. Provocative, which is another one of the shimmer marbles. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Look at that. Look at her. Oh, she's beautiful. Desire. There is Desire. The last shade in the palette is a matte called Juicy. And this looks really pretty. Another brown. I love all the different shades of brown that are in this palette. And there is the final shade. There is the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette, all swatched. So good. I'm so in love.
Are we ready for my favorite part? Are we ready? Are we ready? Love it. Now we have this beautiful mirror.
Okay, guys, if you want to see me do this look and hear my final thoughts and opinions on the matter, continue to watch. Please do just keep in mind, you guys, that I have had this eyeshadow on now again for 5 hours and it has not moved. I'm highly, highly impressed. I'm so glad that I have this eyeshadow palette. Shout out to my mama for buying it for me for my birthday. I love you so much. This will be used time and time and time again. Again, here are all the swatches of the entire palette. And yeah, we're about to play with them and we'll do more and more looks with the palette. So yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the tutu. Let's go ahead and create the look. This is actually being filmed before the swatches. So let's go ahead and create this look. So first, I'm gonna go into the shade Arouse, which is on the second row. It's the shade right here. And we're gonna go ahead and grab the L18 brush from Laura Lee, Los Angeles, and we're gonna go ahead and pop this into the crease. We have the shade Arouse blended out on the eye. We're going to go ahead and go into the shade Naughty, which is this chocolatey brown shade here on the lower row. BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, and we're going to go ahead and put that like directly into the crease. I'm just taking that L18 brush and I'm just kind of hitting the edges just to kind of blend it out a little bit. Now we're just going to take it there just a little bit further and we're going to take the shade Spicy, which is this deep brown, almost black shade. And I'm going to take the L16 pencil brush and I'm going to define the crease with that. Going to take that BH Cosmetics brush and blend that out. And I'm just going to take the L18 brush and blend out the very top. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm so in love. I can't wait to cut the crease and clean it up and everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing over here. I'm gonna clean it up, cut the crease, and we'll be back. So I've been sitting here like kind of pondering with what I wanted to do. So I've swatched Flower Power and that is just looking sick. I have to. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't know what happened. I know I was recording. I don't know what happened, but I just went back and watched the footage and I definitely showed you all Flower Power. Like, look at that shit. This is it on my eye. Like, I'm gonna show you what the picture of what it looks like in the pan. So just know that if it has a shimmer in it, I'm thinking that these ones with shimmers in it are going to be just like absolutely insanity. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
These are like super duper pigmented. And I put this on with a dry ass, it is dry as hell ass brush. Like, there's no setting spray, there's no nothing. That is putting that on with a flip-flopping brush, and holy moly, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the swatches. Like I said, this is being filmed before the intro, so I don't even know what the swatches look like. Like, you can see the others in this pan, they, aside from what I've used, they've not been touched. I did touch these two. If you follow me on Instagram, I started to swatch them and I was like, wait, because I didn't want to mess them up because I seen what happened to Passion, but you can see that the others have literally not been touched. So I'm excited to see what happens with this guy right here, and especially slippery. So of course you guys all have already seen that, but I haven't. I have not seen what the swatches look like yet. So Flower Power, holy shit. That is absolutely beautiful. Just gonna take Spicy on that brush, BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm just gonna go and touch up that outer edge. So beautiful. Y'all, this is probably the most beautiful palette that I have purchased in 2020. When I tell you all that you literally like don't even have to hardly tap into these shades, like you don't. Like, this is so beautifully set up. It's absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to see what slippery looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll see you at the end of the video. And we're back. Here is the final look with the Naughty Nude palette by Huda Beauty. I'm obsessed. I think it's beautiful. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. This would make a beautiful Christmas present. You should have just enough time to order it. We're getting to the part of Merry Shamus where any product reviews that I do, it's gonna be a little late to get it for Christmas unless you do like overnight shipping. And even then, you guys know how that works when it gets, you know, towards Christmas. It gets really, really hard during the holiday season to get your packages within a certain amount of time. So just do keep that in mind. This is still in stock as of today, Sunday the 13th. So take that as you will. Be sure to go and check the website yourself. It will be linked below. This palette will be linked below. But yeah, you guys, I highly recommend this. This is definitely Morgan Shay approved. This will be linked down below in the description box if you would like to go and purchase it. I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.